Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. Even though it's beautiful outside, I think it's a great time to spend with family and your children listening to great music. So the first piece you heard was written by a gal who goes to the greatest school on the planet. Her name is Erica Savano. She went to UW-Eau Claire. And Walter's not here to contest that, so now we know for sure it's the best school on the planet. If you're not scared of clowns, after that song, I'm sure you are. But here is a beautiful melodic piece called On a Hymn Song of Philip Bliss. Thank you. While the percussion gets ready for the next piece, I'm going to read what this piece is about. It's called a programmatic piece, which is going to take you on a journey. If anything, this concert is going to make you smile. You might actually want to dance on the last number of Wind Symphony, and it's going to make you cry. But here's the story behind the Trail of Tears. Composed in 1989, Trail of Tears describes the 150th anniversary of one of the most cruel, unjust, and embarrassing official actions in the history of the United States government. In 1838-39, federal troops rounded up many members of the 5 civilized Indian tribes, that's in quotes, who were living in the southeastern U.S., the Cherokees, Choctaws, Creeks, Chickasaws, and the Seminoles, despite a landmark decision rendered by the legendary Supreme Court Justice John Marshall, stating that the members of these tribes could not be moved off their sovereign lands because of a prior treaty granting them this territory. Troops were ordered to move all of these Native Americans by force, marched in the dead of winter over 1,500 arduous miles to what is then known as Indian Territory, now the eastern portion of the state of Oklahoma. On this tragic journey, more than 4,000 Native Americans perished from starvation, exhaustion, and exposure to the elements. It is an event that will be forever ingrained in the memory of our Native Americans, a tragic sequence of events inflamed by the political pressure, the greed of white settlers for more land, an irrational fear of Native Americans, and downright racial bigotry. The dramatic last scene of this piece depicts the agony of the march itself and includes the recitation of a mournful poem in Cherokee language by members of the ensemble. So you'll hear the kids, the students, they're kids to me, if anyone under the age of 40 is a kid at this point. But Didish Konk Juni Yohusa, which means let us mourn those who have died. Didish Konk Ayohist means let us mourn those who are dying. Didish Konk Deno Nati, let us mourn those who must endure. The work concludes with a final statement of triumph for these Native Americans who survived the Trail of Tears and have managed to live and prosper in spite of all odds, and who today stand with pride and great honor as an important and integral part of our nation and its severely flawed history in the area of Native American affairs. So it's a really neat piece of music, and they have really worked their tails off in this. I wish I would have recorded the sight reading of this because it was interesting. Is that fair? Interesting? Okay, horrible. But they really have worked hard on this piece, and it's great. It's a little bit near and dear to my heart. My uncle married a 100% Winnebago Native American, and of course then their descendants are half, and one of them, they're my cousins then, of course, and I love them, but I hate the oldest because he's a better golfer than I am. But here we go. Thank you. Whew. Dan, I thought these lights were supposed to be LED and not warm. Okay, not his fault. So we're going to switch bands real quick and get Wind Symphony started, and we'll be right back in a couple minutes. So you can stand up and stretch your legs if you'd like. Fun fact, sweat, when it hits an iPad, will turn the page of a music score. Good thing I have most of the songs memorized. The next piece is a 4-movement work, Pushta. Is this John Vanderoost? Yeah. Okay. It's a 4-movement work, a very fun group of gypsy dances. A lot of harmonic minor involved in this piece, and it's a very fun piece, and they've done a heck of a job on it, and it's going to go well today, I know for sure. Here's Pushta. They like to call it pizza. I don't know. Okay, so as you can tell, we're going to feature, what's your real name? Luca Jambois, otherwise known as Frenchie, on piano the next piece. I first heard this piece up in Cameron, Wisconsin, where Tyler Halverson, a former student of ours, is a band director up there, and they played it, and it was just beautiful. Unfortunately, they had a really out-of-tune piano, and I was like, oh, this would be so pretty if we played it on this beautiful thing. So you're gonna hear a lot of interplay between the flute and the French horn and the piano. The person that wrote it is kind of like telling the story about him and meeting his wife and being with the wife and being a rock. And if you don't cry in this piece, you might not have a heart. So, because even I do. Here is Song for Lindsay. Okay, so the next piece of music is it's a 10-movement work. We're going to play 3 of the movements. It's actually written by a composer from Colombia. And if you ever want to give your principal a heart attack, come in with a purchase order that has 300,000 Colombian pesos that it costs. And like Mr. Malat was like, "What?" And I said, "It's pesos, it's Colombian pesos. It's like $110. It's not that expensive." So when he was like, "What are you buying from Colombia?" I'm like, "Music." So anyways, but this is a very fun piece of music. So the third movement has a call and response. And we're going to bring up our caller. We're going to practice this with y'all. The band will be able to help you for a little bit. But, so we're going to have him, he'll say, kind of sing words, aren't you? You should probably find the right pitch. I think that's right. This is the third movement. So this is AJ, our caller. Welcome, AJ. He's very shy. So we're going to give him the microphone. So,
What?
it's not actual words. It's like lay lo la lay la lay ro. Is that right? So it's just kind of a call and response. But we have to have engagement, or this isn't going to happen. It isn't going to work well. So. Lay ro lo lay 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 ro. Lay ro lay ro lay ro lay ro lay ro. Lay ro lay la. Lay ro lay la. Bra pa da pa pa pow. Bra pa da pa da pa pow. Hey. Hey. Ooh. Ooh. Wepa. Wepa. Then after that, you're all gonna go, woo! Can you do that right now? Woo! Great. And you have to start the woo. So that's the third movement. Okay? So, oh, don't boss me. Okay.
Do you want me to do the thing?
No, just say it. Just tell me.
Okay. So I'm gonna say un grito, except I'm gonna yell it really loud, and then I want y'all to go woo and all that.
Okay. We may have to do a review between movements 2 and 3. We'll see. But this is a very fun piece of music, and it's written. We found it in Eau Claire at an honor band, Mr. Waldhart and I. And the piece has they had some like stuff for middle schoolers could play and stuff for high schoolers. So actually, the middle school did some of these numbers. I think last week. Was there anyone there? Or is it next week? Oh, next week. So stay tuned. So here is Soca. All right, here we go.
Lero, lo, le, le, lero. Lero, 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 lero. Lero, lela. Lero, lela. Bra, ba, da, ba, ba, bow. Bra, ba, da, ba, da, ba, bow. Hey! Hey! Ooh! Ooh! ¡Huepa! ¡Huepa! ¡Un grito!
Hey, thank you very much for participating in that. That's a very fun piece. So we're going to take a few minutes to get both groups on stage. Please stay right there. Remember, if you are not moving chairs, sit down. Okay, so go ahead and move chairs. I think I have this set up very well so that this will go way quicker than it did last time at the winter concert. So we're going to combine both groups. So there are no chairs. Vicky, there's no chairs over there. They're all over here. Yes. Hopefully this will go quickly. Band members, you're going to have to share stands for these next two numbers. So just keep that in mind. You have to love it when the girls in pretty dresses are moving chairs. We are an equal opportunity employer here at West Salem High School. Okay, concert band, if you could come up yonder. Actually, if you're on that side of the band, you can go around that way. If you remember where you are from 2 hours ago, or 1 hour ago. So thank you for bearing with us for that little moment. I'm going to make a few announcements, and then we're going to bring a couple students to introduce the next piece. Thank you so much for coming to the concert, of course. But I wanted to announce a few people here. For solo ensemble, they can the judges in each room can pick what's it called? Exemplary performance. So here are the people. These actually the groups that got a perfect score. It was Evan Knowles jazz solo, Evan Knowles classical solo, the sax quartet, the flute choir, the trumpet choir, and then Luke Jambois' vibraphone solo all got a perfect score, so good for them. Exemplary nominations were sax quartet, flute choir, Evan Knowles alto solo, his classical solo, and then the trumpet choir. One person received an actual award, and this is the second year in a row, so would you please stand, Evan Knoll. Go ahead and stand. So, you know what, Evan, stand back up. Evan was one of two alto saxophones players chosen in the state to be in the State Honors Jazz Ensemble. So that's another accolade, so good job. Can you sit back up? Okay, Santa will be in the lobby. Whoop, that's the winter concert. Thank you, chaperones, for all your help. If you'd like to be a helper, I know we're at the end of the year, but you can go ahead and send me an email and say, I think those band nerds are kind of fun. I want to hang out with them. Shoot me an email. We'll put you on the list, and I'll send you an email whenever we need help. So I'd also like to thank Dan Hertz, who couldn't be here today because his son's last concert was at Holman High School. He's like, can you do the concert alone? I'm like, pfft, yeah. Well, the live feed didn't work. So I'm recording it right now, so hopefully we can do that. But Gene Curtis, are you in the house? There he is. Thank you, Gene, for everything you do. You are the best. I already forgot the joke you told me today. Yeah. What did the mama cow say to the baby cow? I think it's past your bedtime. That's right. Always a good joke from Gene. So thank you. Thank you so much to our maintenance crew, Seth Hatz, Matt Mingus, John LaFleur, Tim, and thanks to Scott Johnson for coming back and being on our crew. Thank you to our administration, to our principal, Mr. Malat, our new principal, Justin Yane, thank you so much, and all of the school board. And it doesn't happen by accident. It's not cheap. You all know this. It's not cheap to do this because it's expensive to rent an instrument, and it's expensive to fix an instrument that a teenage person drops. So that's not uncommon. So I'd like to thank Alyssa Kinsler, Elle Nim, Amy Hansen, Lisa Jones, Kelly Martin, Ryan Waldhart for all their support. Thank you, kids, for working so hard, because sometimes I can be a little overbearing. I know I'm a lot. I can be a lot. I know that. Trust me, my siblings know that. I'm the youngest of 6. You made me this way. Okay. So can you all say thank you to your parents? Say thank you for taking you to everything, whether it's band or sport ball or robotics or whatever. It takes a lot to run kids around. Like one of the happiest days of my life was when my oldest got his license. I'm like, sweet, you are now in charge of running you and her around. So that was great. And I love this job. Everyone's asking me when I'm going to retire. I think maybe you're like, people are like, when are you finally going to get out of this thing? Because we're sick of you. I'm not ready yet. I'm just not. I'm 54. I know I look like I'm 20. I'm 54. And I'm not ready to leave yet. And it's just, I have a blast with these kids. And I said, the other day I was watching a hearing at Congress, and I'm like, these kids work together better than our cotton picking Congress does, for crying out loud. Because they're all walks of life. There's all kinds of faiths, all kinds of political affiliation, doesn't matter. And we don't care what you look like. We want to know, are you going to work hard when you get in this room? And are you going to try and improve yourself? You don't have to be perfect, right? We just want you to improve. And we want you to make sure that you're pushing yourself to improve. So what's the best way to improve? Practice. And you could do something else with your Christmas present. Mark your music, yes. Okay. So I know this is going to get a little long-winded, but I just want to make sure, because I know I'm preaching to the choir, especially in this community, because this community supports the arts. There's a lot of communities that are losing support for the arts, and these things are going by the wayside. And you aren't going to be able to see. The literature you've heard tonight this is not normal. What you heard from these two bands, this is not normal. So I'm so proud of these kids. Okay, but employers are now looking for kids that are creative, they collaborate, they're adaptable, and they have time management. That's all happening right here. They all work together, and they all have good time management because they all know that 5 minutes early is on time is late, and late is dead. Correct. Yes. Okay. So with that said, we're going to get a little more serious again because we're going to dedicate our next piece to an amazing human. Okay. And we're going to bring up Reese Kummel and Jamin Groth to talk a little bit about James Coburl.
James Coburl was a student teacher turned employee for the music department at West Salem, as well as at Onalaska High School. James's outreach was felt in the music community far and wide, spanning from the UWO marching band, where he was a drum major, to the Onalaska High School, where he was show band conductor. At West Salem specifically, James offered lessons to students at both the middle and high school.
On January 26th, James passed away. Our community lost a kind and endearing soul that day. The impact of his passing was felt across the schools. James was a bright and bubbly soul with a goofy side and a love for his students. He worked to inspire creativity and share his passion for music wherever he could. As a way to honor him, our next piece, Beyond Bold Horizons, has been dedicated to his memory. While he is no longer with us, his memory will live on through all the bands he was involved in. We all miss you, James.
That's good. Okay, we've come to the moment where we bring up this year's senior drum major to direct the last number. Seniors, you're done. That was the last time you'll perform with this band. I'm so nice. After the concert, the good news is for us, we don't have to move any of this equipment, except we have to move all of this stuff back so it's underneath the second cloud of lights. Because we got to drop the first cloud in to bring the screen in to do the senior slideshow. So when you're done, you can stack the chairs, all the chairs back in the second to the last row, but it all has to be clear behind that first cloud so we can drop it in and not hurt anybody. So, and after the concert, if I happen to see you, please don't tell me great job, because I just stand up here and wave my arms at this point, right? If they don't play, I don't have a job. That's how it works. So please welcome to the stage Celia Mitchell. Thank you so much. So just one more thing to do. It's the slideshow real quick for the kids that I've started making, I don't know, 20 years ago. So by the way, that's the, what's that? Two more things, but yeah, the gifts, but we got to make that short, if we could. That was the first time you have not played with this band in 4 years. Yay. So thank you so much. It'll take a few seconds to get the shell in and all that stuff and get the screen in. give me a moment for having technical difficulties.
Fall, hold your trombone above you.
Gideon Wilbrick, you were just declared the winner. What do you have to say for yourself?
Three-peat.
Oh, for 4.
Office. Yep, it's empty.
Now, if it's not in here, this is gonna get really good.
Okay. And it's set up
It's set up like your office.
like my office.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
Oh boy.
Even the pictures are on music stands the way they were arranged.
Correct.
Wow.
That is,
I can put it back together. They even hung the clock up.
Congratulations, class of 2024. Seniors, I just want to wish you all the best. You were the wonderful group of 8th graders that I didn't get to say goodbye to back in the spring of 2020, but I just want you to know that I wish you all the best. Good luck to all of you.
Thank you so much for coming. That was 2 hours of entertainment that didn't cost you a dime. Seniors, we love you. We'll miss you. For those who are going to the banquet, that's down in the Commons. For those who are not, thank you so much for spending 2 hours with us this afternoon. Have a great rest of your weekend. Graduation is Friday.
Hey, if Keys and Kmart can make their way to the stage, us seniors would greatly appreciate that.
I'm so sorry I forgot about that part. Senior manager wants to bring you here.
You're a rat.
We're gonna start in a few minutes. We're gonna give the underclassmen a chance to go put their instruments away, and then those seniors that need to go get their gifts do that. So plan on like 3 minutes, and then we'll start.
Hey, Keys, I'd just like to point out that Kmart listened to directions. Okay. Picture. All right. I think we're going to get started here with our senior gifts. bro. Never mind, I guess we're not starting. Okay, we're for real gonna get started this time. So I think to start, I can speak on the entire class of 2024 and say thank you to you guys. You've done so much for us, and I know at least Kmart has known a lot of you growing up because of me, and elementary music, that too. Well, meh. But we all love you very dearly, and your guidance through high school will be something that sticks with all of us. Now I want to get to a personal story. Sophomore year, I decided to dance in my room one night, like 8:30, and I took a step and my knee popped out of place. So I showed up the next day at school in a wheelchair. And Keys decided that my new name was Wheels. 2 weeks later, Crutches. My name was Sticks. And then 2 weeks later, we both show up to school wearing very similar looking plaid shirts. The nickname went from Wheels to Sticks to Tablecloth. Here's a tablecloth senior. Love you very much. The other gift for my mother, if anybody in here knows her, you know that there is one instrument on this earth that she despises the most out of any instrument ever. And when I was 7, my grandfather decided it'd be a really great idea to get all 3 of us one for Christmas. So I had to, return the favor. Mother, I love you dearly. You're my favorite person. I love you so much. It's your favorite color. Yeah, thanks, Dad, for buying it. Okay, who wants to go next?
All right. So my gifts don't have that much meaning compared to hers. So for my first gift, I got Kmart a cup. Yep. On the cup it says it says made of love, which is what Kmart is made out of. Every day when you walk into the classroom, that's all she is. Now Keys, on the other hand, not so much. For my gift, I decided to get him a little something special. His baton goes through a beating day in and day out. So I wanted to get one that was Keys proof. Keys proof. You might not want to check the batteries on that. It might be full of battery acid. Here.
Hi. Yeah, I'm a senior. That's crazy. These are for you. I got them for you because I think they look like you. And then this is for Kmart because because I love you dearly, and I thought it would remind you of me. They look like you, don't they? Yeah, yeah. And it's even playing the flute.
Okay, first for Kmart. This is from me and Grace. So this is your favorite candy, just to make it up. And then this is a $40 gift card, because that's about a tank of gas at Quick Trip for when Sid asks you for gas money, because they have to drive us around now.
Also, we got you candy because during trumpet sectionals for solo ensemble, we would steal it out of your office. No, out of Kmart's. No, that's what I mean. We took a lot.
And then this one is for Keys. It's from Taylor, Grace, and I. Be really gentle. It's supposed to look like you, but you have to be really gentle. Be gentle. Gentle.
Do you know what gentle is? Gentle.
It's a little drummer and a drum set made out of Legos.
Okay, and then next for Kmart, if you guys don't know, me and Carmen both work at Ciati's, and we've seen Kmart come in from time to time. So, here you go.
Do I get to share with my family?
No, it's all for you. You don't have to share. You don't have to share. Can you say just that? Oh, and we have one more thing we want to say. 1, 2, 3. Pasta la vista!
Okay, hi. So we have a gift from the four senior clarinet players, and we'll do that one first.
This is from all 4 of us.
Just some backstory at solo and ensemble this year. At districts, the clarinets all played, and we played in tune, and we played very well, and we still earned a 3 because the judge was not very nice. So we all burned the score sheet, and luckily the piece that was saved from the burn sheet is the score. And we did a lot better than she said we did. So that is just our disappointment with this judge. No, that was just the piece that was saved. Okay, so then this is mine. So I wrote you both letters, so there's yours. And I didn't finish your gift yet, but I will give it to you sometime this week. And here's yours, and there's your letter too. Yeah. So, I don't know, we'll just watch you open those. There's 2 in there. Thank you. It's actually not Amazon, it was from Subway. They were gonna throw it away and I stole it, so. So that's for when you come through the drive-thru all the time at Subway. And so that's for just you, not your family.
And it'll be made with love?
Of course, every time. And then those are 4 little Disney minifigures. So I was gonna get you the Ursula one. I figured that you already had it. So, yeah. So, yeah, there's a mystery one in there. You'll have to let me know what it is. Cool. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. I love you both. Thank you so much.
Okay. There isn't really a deep meaning to any of this, but here's yours. Oh, ew.
If you hug me, I'm wet.
So here you go. The Lego flower, because I agree that you are a delicate little flower. So it represents you.
It's because he stinks and he needs some,
Yeah. Thanks. Oh, that was it. Oh, no, and then there's that. I saw it on Barnes & Noble. It looks really cool. Yeah. I was really hoping, I was thinking about the right candy, so I bought 2. They're like the same thing, but different. Like, it's ropes and then the actual candy. Yes, let's go. And then I saw that, and I was like, oh, it's summertime, so you can think about me every time you look at it. Yeah. Yes, because it's your favorite. Love you.
Okay, so I didn't get you very much, but here. One for you. One for you. Take that guy out of there. Little remembrance, you can put him down, press the button on his foot, see what he does. Other foot, other foot. There's a button. And then, there you go. That's why, yep. Yeah. Well, thank you for the past 4 years. I appreciate it. It's had fun.
So, Keys, we got this for you because we know it's one of your favorite sayings in the band room. And Kmart, we know how much you love sweet tarts. We didn't get you any, but I figure it's the next best thing. We figure it's our last year. Might as well give you a nice treat to send us off.
Okay. Kmart, I got you generic sweet tarts. They're just sweet tarts like everyone else. And Keys. So there was something that happened. I had this nice white and gray sweater, and I liked wearing it, and every time I'd wear it, Keys would whip out his that didn't look anything like it. No, it was not. But now, yeah, I could only find 2XL, so.
Okay, this is really bad, but while driving here, I realized I forgot Kmart's card, so I'm so sorry. But something I remember about Kmart is that she always makes an effort to get to know you during your lessons and see how you're doing. And then for Keys, I remember during marching band camp, I think you took a picture of me on your phone with a Snapchat filter, so I got you back, and then I'll just let you open that. Okay, and then some of you guys may know, but Keys likes to golf on occasion from time to time. But we figured, you mentioned that you weren't golfing as good as, what was it, your cousin? Oh, okay, well, maybe this gift will help you a little bit. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one. Wait, wrong one. Wrong one. That one. Open it. Maybe open it? Oh, on school property. Oh, but there's more. Oh, but there's.
So you may already know what's in there, but you can open it. I tried that drink like a year ago, and it tasted exactly like Sweet Tarts. So I figured I'd get you some, and I also got you some Sweet Tarts with it. Okay, and then one last thing. We know you have a pillow on your couch of my sister's band, so we thought we'd get you another one. We're actually a band. We're called the Chicas. It's Spanglish band, and those are our albums that we've released.
Yeah, so throughout the past 3 years, me and Celia have been making albums, and they're pretty good. And now you get to see our faces every single day, forever.
Okay, so for Kmart, when you open it, I'll explain it. So when we're going and we're like going slow, she always says, chop, chop, little onions. So it's like a little squeaky toy, and you can just like, yeah, it should. But it's a little squeaky toy. And then you could be like, chop, chop, little onions, because I specifically remember that during like show band and stuff. And then there's some other goodies. And then keys. You know how I've like joked like all the time that I'm just your favorite? Sure. I think you should open that. And I just want you to remember me all the time. Oh, so yeah. But like the other thing. Okay, but like this is just something for you to remember me by when, you know, I'm no longer in jazz with you. That's the whole reason I got it for you. I mean, I always said I was your favorite, and I just needed to get you that.
Okay, and then my freshman year, I was in jazz band. Now, at June Dairy Days, we have to bring our own stands, right? This is true? Well, one of those stands went missing about 3 years ago. Somebody didn't notice, so let me just grab this pesky little stand. Making its triumphant return. Here's your stand back. I don't know how you didn't notice it was gone. Other side. With a little memory of me.
Okay, thank you so much for watching our little gifts. We just really appreciate both of you and everything that you've done for us over the years, and we just wanted to repay that for you guys.
Thank you so much for bearing through. So, see you at the banquet, most of you. So. John ended up in the seats. Because Keys went like this. What?
Were you pleased with how it went today?
Yes, absolutely.